So Brandon,
Don't.
you remember
Don't.
at the end of Monday's episode
Nope.
where we were talking about Zach
Nope.
Wilson,
Nope.
and you thought that
Nope.
someone would give up a 7th-round pick, and I was like, the Broncos would do that, and you said no, and you were
No.
right.
You said, would you? And I said, I would not.
I was like, the Broncos would,
And I assume the Broncos will do what I do.
but I was wrong because they didn't get up a 7th; they gave up a 6th.
They swapped it, which is still stupid.
So,
Welcome
who is your daddy, and what does he do?
My daddy looks at penises and vaginas all day.
Kindergarten Cop. We here.
We're there.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna, and everybody's saying GPS. Yeah.
The G stands for draft. The P stands for draft, and the S stands. It's actually just strands. It's strands. Draft, strands.
What?
The G stands for draft. The P stands for draft. I was going to say the S stands for draft, but I can't talk.
No, I heard it. I just still clarifying. What? Listen, you better hope. Apparently those were leaked. Apparently the Jaguars throwbacks were leaked.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They're not going to blow everyone else out of the water because we know what the Jags throwbacks look like. And while maybe we prefer them, nobody's ever been like, you know what? The Jags throwbacks are the best in the league.
I will say the Jaguars, they're like old classic, like blue unis. They're pretty nice. They are one of the better ones in the league. They're pretty sexy.
I don't even know if they're top 10 throwbacks.
I like them.
Also, can you throw back to the late 90s? Is that
2000s?
Yeah.
Mark Brunell is beating the Packers. Yeah. Zach Wilson secretly your savior?
No,
yes.
Spencer, shut the fuck up. He is not. I'm kidding, Spencer. I'm still mad about it. I have been pissed off since I heard that news the whole time.
Hey, you got a banger video out of it.
Yeah. And I screamed at the beginning. I don't even care how well this video does. It's not going to make up for the fact that the Broncos are in a situation where they're like, you know what? Let's take a flyer on Zach Wilson. That's not a good spot to be in.
Congratulations on the bachelor's degree. Oh, this is a great question. We haven't heard this one. Is Zach Wilson the next franchise QB? So I think that's a great question, and that's actually the topic of today's show, is how will Zach Wilson save the Denver Broncos?
If he saves the Broncos, dude, it will be... I was so wrong about Russell Wilson. Why not be wrong about Zach Wilson, but the other way? It will be one of the best resurrection stories since Christ himself if Zach Wilson saves. It will be better than... It will be more improbable than Christ coming back to life, Tom, in terms of resurrections.
He's going to come back and be like, you know what? Can't top that.
Yeah.
Can't top that.
Dude, I will make Zach Wilson my one true Lord and Savior if he leads the Broncos to the playoffs. And I will sacrifice myself Shogun style if he be.
Oh my God, you watched the finale?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Dude, what a great show. What? Also, you and I haven't talked about it.
No.
But yeah, no, it was an excellent show.
I mean, there's a big flaw in the whole premise, though, Tom.
That Zach Wilson is the Denver Broncos quarterback now? That's the big flaw?
Well, that's going to be a flaw until they take a quarterback in this draft. But if they don't take a quarterback, God help me. What's it called? It's not Sudoku when they kill themselves.
Oh, seppuku, yeah.
Seppuku. Basically, if I was Toranaga, I would have just commanded everybody to commit seppuku. Because in that show, once you tell a guy he has to do it, then he's
got to go do it.
So I would have just went to the regents and been like, seppuku, 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 seppuku.
That's
Game
not how
over.
it works.
Yeah, it is. It's honor. Once you say it, they got to do it. That's basically what I learned.
No, but that's if you're like the Lord, and
And
you're
he
like,
was like, once you say it, if the other person doesn't do it, they are
that's not
shamed.
how-
Commit seppuku. Oh, game over.
I win.
They got a trump card and they didn't even know it. Yeah, but that shit's great. Although I do not like reading my TV shows. It's like, if I wanted to read it, I would have read the book. I came to Hulu so I could hear it. That said, I tried to switch to the dub version halfway through and I couldn't do it. I was like, fine, I'll read.
Get off my lawn.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
I think
Back in
not
my
reading your
day,
show
I
is
didn't
a
have
young
to
man's
read
take.
my television.
I think it's
was
a young
reading
man's
to
take.
me. Yeah, back in the day.
Subtitles are when you're old. Anyway.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Subtitles are for old people.
First of all, I usually watch with subtitles. One.
Nerd.
But
Don't like it.
no, didn't we fight about this before? I know we fought about.
We've argued about everything.
Oh, wait. Wasn't it? Wait, was this a Q&A or was this with you? I don't remember now.
I don't know.
That I was like, I watched like subtitles in case like the dog says something, like the dog like makes noise or something. I don't know if that was with you or Q&A. The fans would know. I was talking about how I watch things with subtitles on because like in case the dogs make noise. And the thought was, what is like the dog gonna say a secret message? And I was like, no. If my dogs are making noise, it's a loud house. Then woof.
Are you gonna give up the baked beans recipe if I have the subtitles on?
Exactly. So, I'm after the Zach Wilson news, a fair amount, I would say.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Cole Weird is who they're gonna draft. Yep. Not Cole Strange.
Cole Strange, Cole Weird, Jason Bizarre. You know.
Oh, do you think Zach Wilson? Oh, this actually gives me a great idea. Do you think Zach Wilson is doing an autograph signing? Because that'd be a great clickbait punishment. Oh man, Zach Wilson.
Here's what I respect. Okay, Zach Wilson's family, as like after the trade was announced, posted videos with them with Broncos gear.
Yeah,
they had a Broncos flag flying. They were done with New York, and I do respect that they are embracing Denver. And as I said, I hope this works for Zach Wilson. I think he deserves another chance, but I don't think he deserves another chance with the Broncos because the Broncos currently are a bad football team. Like, you're taking a bad player, you're putting him on a bad team, and that's going to save him. I wanted him to go to a good team. Now, you could argue, if anybody can save him, Sean Payton can. Bullshit. Sean Payton got more out of Russ Wilson, but like, don't try and sell me a positive spin on this. Yes, they took a flyer. It could work out, but if your team is in the state of taking a flyer on Zach Wilson, it is worse than I imagined.
It's a bad state of the union.
It is not good.
My question is, do you have any concerns because Jess is a mom? And now Zach Wilson's coming to town.
No. Although she was apparently she took the car in to get the emissions check yesterday and got hit on by the emissions guy. I said, next time I'm taking the car in.
And then you're going to get hit on by the emissions guy.
Well, that's flattering. That is flattering.
Wait, all right, so hold on. Was it like a pickup line? It was just like, oh, man.
She just straight up said she was beautiful.
You know what? Good for Jess.
Yeah.
That
was like, oh, that's a nice thing to hear. And then I was like, I don't know if I like
And then
that.
the manly instinct was just like, booga, booga, booga.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And emissions? That old thing's a fucking ripoff too, Tom. So many scams out there. Good God. I want cleaner air like everybody, but we had to go and get all of these things fixed on the car that weren't necessary to be fixed just so we could get it to pass emissions, even though the emissions were fine. Anyway, it's been taking us 2 months to get this emissions done.
Why?
Because our check engine light was on. And then you got to go and get all this BS that actually doesn't need to be fixed right away just so you can get your stupid emissions. $3,000 later, oh yeah, here, I can get emissions done.
You know, my 2013 Hyundai Sonata, which is about to hit 163,000 miles, never had an issue with an emissions test.
Yeah. Well, that's going to haunt you.
I mean, I got 163,000 miles out of it. I'm pretty happy. I mean, like, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid.
That's a lot of miles.
Yeah, I had almost 200,000 on the last one, and then over 200,000 on the last one. So
that's impressive, considering you probably put about 800 miles on your car a year.
No, this was back in the day, 2013.
When you're teaching driving, huh?
So I was doing 70 minutes one way, then 45 minutes one way, then 90 minutes one way. Oh, yeah, that one. That's how I put all the miles on the car. Yeah, these last 3 years, oh, it's been a dream. My car is just like, oh, thank you for taking me out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've had my truck for like 2.5 years, and I think I've put like maybe 10,000 miles on it.
And how many successful park jobs have you done in that truck?
I'm probably batting about 50% right now.
You know what? I respect the honesty.
I fucked it up. Like, I swear to God, I messed it up like a week ago, and I thought of you and Barks, and not in a nice way.
You just imagine me in the passenger seat and Johnny in the back just being like, oh, mess that up, huh?
Yeah, it was me alone too. There's no pressure. And I just I took a bad angle and I had to do one of these. I was like, oh my God, I'm still being cursed by Tom and Barks.
Listen, my only goal for this show has been to be the voice of your inner monologue / criticism. Like, I want to be the voice of your anxiety.
That's fair. I mean, just throw it in with the 1,000 other voices right now.
Yeah. No, I figured. Jay, freaking congratulations. Sister's about to have a baby. His name is also going to be Tom.
Wow. Sister picked the wrong name.
Shut up, Brandon. It's a beautiful name.
Picked the wrong name.
I need... You know what? Hold on. We got it. We have something.
It should be Tom, Brandon, whatever their last name is. It'll be like TB. Ooh,
12.
TB. We could have been TBS. Tom Brandon Show. TBS.
I'm pretty sure that would go against some copyright or...
Nah.
Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Did you see they did a follow-up to that video?
No. What?
They reunited that guy with the police officer who was arresting him.
Was it amazing?
Oh, God, I saw it on Twitter, and then I forgot about it. But, yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll track it down.
Somebody has it. Somebody knows exactly.
That'll be a July video episode where we're just like, you know what? Let's talk about the hands-on penis guy. Let's do that. Jay, congrats to you and your family. That's freaking fracking awesome.
Good luck.
Great name, by the way. Great name. Strong name. Do great things.
I'm naming my next child Poranaga. And I will call you Anjin.
Anjin? Anjin Tom?
Anjin.
I'm a pirate?
Yeah.
Well, pirates make
You're a barbarian.
All right, that's fair. But that's the Raiders, basically.
Whatever.
So what's the middle name going to be?
No middle name.
So just Toranaga Perna, or just Toranaga like
Prince
for
mine.
or
Yeah,
Cher?
Toranaga. Toranaga. I gotta think about that.
Phenomenal.
Hey, that's a plumber. That's his expertise.
Hey, did you know that more people watch YouTube on their TV now than Netflix?
Ooh, yeah.
Story.
That's nice.
Nothing can stop it. It's all the way up. All right.
Yeah.
We have things to talk about. Of course, you have the
do.
Zach Wilson trade. Is there any... Because, like, actually being realistic about it,
No.
it's not bad. Like, it's whatever. You're taking a complete and total flyer. It doesn't look good for the
I would
state
rather have the 6th round draft pick than Zach Wilson on my team. I really would. And Peyton Manning spoke yesterday saying like one of the worst things you can do to a young quarterback is change offensive coordinator for them every year. And that's something I've talked about in like my draft bust videos quite a bit. It's like if you look at a lot of the busts, it's coaching changes over that first 2 to 3 year period for young QBs. Like it is tough. And that's what's happened to Zach Wilson. There's a lot of things to say, yes, the right situation could help him out. But also, of all the games we watched him play, he has barely done anything to give me any confidence that he's good. And I think he is more of a victim of being drafted at spot number 2 than anything. Like, he should have never been drafted that high. He was never that kind of prospect. He got catapulted into that position because of the 2020 season where BYU played a bunch of
garbage,
subpar talent. Like, it's more of like he was taken 2, so people still think he has 2 overall potential. And I don't know if that's a fair thing to put on Zach Wilson.
Sure.
But yeah, I do trust Sean Payton as an offensive guy. And sure. But like for this current team, I see no real benefit other than he's going to basically, if we draft a quarterback tomorrow or the next day, Zach Wilson might be the 3rd quarterback on our roster ahead of Ben DiNucci, which I also have conflicted feelings about, obviously.
Which they're probably going to cut Ben DiNucci.
Yeah, which will not be good.
No, it's not. That's what you did? You showed your ass and said, give it to me?
Yeah, I said I am ready for my pounding. Might as well. I said I'm going to stop fighting it. I'm going to stop fighting the Broncos. And here you go. Just
let's ride.
Fornicate me. Why not? Again, but I also said now if we take a quarterback, this is irrelevant. Like, who cares? But I'm still in that window where I don't know what my team's going to do. And according to the draft rumors, Tom, the Denver Broncos are heavily considering trading up. They have got the plan. They are going to get up to get their guy. But also, according to the reports, they are trading back. They're going to drop back some picks and then take their guy. I don't trust any reports right now at all.
So, like, would you be happy in, like, this, you know, if you traded back and got, like, a 2nd rounder and got, like, Spencer Rattler, would you be content with that?
I'd be content with Rattler. I'd just take a quarterback at 12. Don't mess around with it. Like, I don't care if somebody thinks that's a reach. Just, like, that's what we need. That's what we need. Just take a QB at 12. Make it Bo Nix. Make it Penix. I really want Penix.
I know you do.
I think Bo Nix makes more sense for Sean Payton and the Broncos. But I don't know. I just like Penix. And what if the Giants take Penix, though, at 6? It's great.
Interesting question. Dude.
In the pocket.
Yes. That's on the agenda today. Reggie got his Heisman back, which at this point, I think the reaction is it's about time. Yeah. Considering all the insanity that college football is going through, and like, let's also be very honest, like this is before the transfer portal and NIL and all this stuff. Prospects and players were already getting paid, like a significant amount of money. And they were like, oh no, the NCAA, no. That's a whole bunch of baloney. Like talking to college players. And they're like, yeah, like literally the incentives to come and play for a place because you get just paid like under the table. Like that's been going on forever. And this actually, when I spoke to Jay Sternberger, we had this conversation just talking about the process of like the pressure that's on you if you're like a junior and you had like a relatively good season. The money that is thrown in front of you to declare for the draft and like go and like make all this money in the NFL, you're usually prompted to leave school earlier so you could go and get that payday, whether it's in your best interest or not. So, yeah.
Yeah. The NCAA was the devil for so long. And the NIL stuff, like, that kind of, it evens the playing field in some ways because there are other ways guys can make money now. And
Yeah.
all of the big schools with all of the boosters,
Yep.
they were getting money to guys. So Reggie getting singled out and then USC getting punished for it even further. Bush was the only guy to ever have his Heisman taken away, which was just insane because I think in a lot of people's opinions, he's one of, if not the greatest college football players ever. Go back and watch Reggie Bush.
Insane.
Like if he was doing that now with social media,
Oh my God.
it would be insane. It was insane then, but
It was.
So it's cool to get it back. My question for you is, do you think the NIL money now, like normalizing it, has a bigger effect on this decision, or OJ Simpson also still having his Heisman and that being brought up again because they like put out some pro OJ things like when he died and everybody's like, give Reggie Bush his Heisman back.
I think it's more of the NIL thing. The OJ thing probably didn't help, but yeah, I think it's more of the NIL thing because now it's just within the context. And I think that they were hypocrites back then, but now they're even larger hypocrites now because they can't stand on the, oh no, students don't get paid, they don't make money. But now it's like, oh no, students get paid and make money. So now they literally have just no ground to stand on whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like at all. Perna just did one of these videos, right? You did, was it the 21 draft class? QB draft class? Or 22?
Yeah, I did 2021 and 2022. But that, I don't know if they're the worst. I know I did a video on, I think I did on 2013.
07 was bad. Yeah.
Yeah. The worst ever, though. It's tricky.
Yeah, 21 and 22 are too early. Like, it's, you never know. And if, like, one guy, you know, is okay. Yeah, worst ever is a little much. A little much. Dude, I know. Very different game one from game two. Very, very different. Did not like game two.
Yeah.
Yeah, not for the Denver Nuggets. Oh, they're good. Shut up.
Well, you'll get Giannis back. That's going to help. I would imagine having one of the best players in the league back on your team is going to help. But Jamal Murray's game winner,
dude,
was so satisfying. So
like,
satisfying.
Here's the thing. Me with basketball, as I wear a Milwaukee Bucks shirt, right? I like pay attention somewhat when the NFL season's going on. I'm like, oh, okay, the Bucks are doing well, the Bucks are not. They got Dame. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then like the playoffs, I start to pay more attention. This week's a little crazy just because of the draft and stuff. But I love how like even because you're kind of in the same boat. Like you pay attention to Denver.
I start watching the Nuggets in March, April-ish. I'll catch a few games. And then, I pay attention in the playoffs.
Yeah. So because I saw you tweeted about LeBron because like I don't care. I'm not involved with that. Like that's not like my overall sport. But like seeing LeBron complain about the refs, and I was like, didn't that guy like miss a wide open shot? Like that could have.
Yeah, he missed a wide open three that would have won him the game essentially, unless Denver answered with a three. But like before that, LeBron hit 2 3-pointers. Like he played very well in that game.
It's true.
And game one between Nuggets and Lakers, I think the Nuggets, they had like 6 free throws all game. They hit 5 of 6 free throws. And I think the stat was the Nuggets won a playoff game with the second fewest free throw attempts ever.
Really?
Yeah. And the Lakers, this is what's funny about like LeBron and like the Lakers and this stuff. Like the Lakers, I believe, have had more free throw attempts than any other NBA team over the last like several years. So like LeBron James complaining about not getting a call when his team disproportionately gets more calls than any other team in the league is hilarious.
Hold on. Sorry. There's like breaking-ish news about Jaden Daniels' mom. Because I want to talk about Jaden Daniels too. Like I want to talk about that whole story. So apparently mother of Jaden Daniels won the Heisman, blah, blah, blah. Turned who provided impermissible benefits to recruits by the NCAA Committee on Infractions. Okay, well, I want to see this. Okay. Herm Edwards agrees to 5-year show cause penalty. 6 other staffers punished. So it's Herm Edwards, So he's serving one of the longest show cause penalties. So it's a 5-year penalty. So what did he do? Oh, involving more than 30 prospects during the COVID-19 no visit period. Oh, so basically he was going and visiting prospects. It seems. And that was the issue.
Was that from when Jaden Daniels was at Arizona? Is that like the link?
Interesting. I mean, let's talk about Jaden Daniels because there is currently a war going on with the Commanders fan base of Jaden Daniels or Drake May.
Sure.
And everything I'm reading about Jaden, like I even saw something today. It was like Jaden Daniels like, yeah, he's fine with going to Washington, but he'd like to play for the Raiders. Or
He said the Raiders or the Vikings?
Vikings,
Well,
yeah.
I don't even know if he said that, but
But
I
that's
said
what's
the
being
dream
reported.
would be to play for the Raiders or Vikings.
Yeah, not the
It
Vikings.
pains me to say this, but I kind of get somebody dreaming about playing for the Raiders. But if
Sure.
your dream to play for the Vikings?
Yeah,
Nobody
then
has
that's a
dream.
nightmare.
Come on.
That's not a dream.
Come on now.
You should dream
No
larger.
offense, Minnesota, but nobody's like, oh.
No, it could be offense against Minnesota. That's fine.
Like, did Jaden Daniels grow up in Minnesota?
I mean, it doesn't matter. He should want to get away from the purple incarnation of
Now,
Satan.
I would much rather, if I were a quarterback, go play for Kevin O'Connell. I think that's
Sure.
very appealing. I think that's
Sure.
a good fit.
Yeah, I heard that. That's true, real. That's true. That's accurate. Gotta use subtitles. But this is also, right? This is the stuff that we always talk about. The fact that this got released today, the day before the draft.
Yeah.
Like, this is the kind of crap. It's like, CJ Stroud yesterday is like, oh, what a dum-dum. Couldn't do well on that test. And he was like the best rookie quarterback last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And I think that's it.
I'm not putting too much stock.
No, I wouldn't listen to anything today. I think Belichick on McAfee's show said that NFL teams don't leak anything about what they're thinking for the draft until draft day. He's like, everything else you're hearing is coming from agents. So, that's probably a lot of what you're getting with Jaden Daniels. And maybe his agent doesn't want him to go to Washington. I don't know. It's not like Washington or New England at this stage one is more appealing than the other. Both new regimes, new coaches. I think they're kind of on equal playing fields, but Minnesota would be, I think, a better spot than either of those places. So that's just like sure, going to a team that's really bad right now seems less appealing than going to Minnesota, who is actually kind of good.
Minnesota's poop. The team. I'll be very good. Minnesota Vikings. Poop. P-O-O.
But even so Jaden Daniels catching some heat. I wanted to share my favorite
So good.
Caleb Williams take right now too, Tom.
Hold on real quick, Brandon.
Sure.
Dynasty. Oh my God. So good. It was so good. Swerve's house. The AEW pay-per-view on Sunday, and it was one of the best matches I've seen ever. It was so good.
Great.
Continue.
Great. So I think
oh my God, let's talk about this. Yes, please.
This is my favorite take ever. And actually, hold on. This came from
There you go, Noah. Get it done.
Pablo Torre, his podcast, I believe. Yeah.
Ooh, they stay at 4. I think that they're going with Harrison.
Yeah. So this is where it came from. It was on Pablo's podcast. But it's the gist of it is NFL GMs are scared of Caleb Williams. It's like if Prince played quarterback, which if I were a draft prospect and someone compared me to Prince,
I'm
I
trading
would
up to
be
number 1.
thrilled.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. He's a little eclectic, a little weird. But does he perform? Hell yeah, he does. He's going to put on a show, and you're going to be glad that you have him. And if you know anything about Prince through Dave Chappelle, he's also a baller. He can straight up ball.
So the response to this, too, was like, is this just the first time a scout has met like a Gen Z quarterback that like is really, really good? It was
Yeah,
it's so funny because all this stuff that has come out about Caleb Williams, like first it was the stupid ass, oh, he paints his nails and like does all the pink stuff. This has been the most ridiculous like tearing down of a number one prospect that we knew was going number one regardless. And it's just, who does he scare the crap out of? And let's be very honest, who cares? He's going to the Bears. He's getting picked number one overall, and no one's going to give a crap what color he paints his nails as long as he plays football well, because that's why the Bears are drafting him.
Yeah.
And I think it's just really like, because I hate it because Caleb Williams seems like a cool ass dude. And I was like, damn, I hate that he's going to the Bears. So my hope is that he just doesn't want to play for the Bears and runs himself out of town and then does well with another team. That's my dream. But yeah.
Yeah, he should scare the shit out of you as a GM because he's going to haunt you by being incredibly good, by beating your ass on the football field. I don't know who said it on Twitter, but somebody said like, oh man, it was Ryan Lee said, if a GM's going to say this, put your name on it. Don't be a cowardly anonymous soundbite.
Well, can you go back to the previous thing, like we were showing the clip from Papa's podcast?
Yeah.
Because like that little blurb too, right? Raw emotion's great, but Caleb's thing, that's ridiculous. That threw up major red flags. What? Oh, he's too emotional. And I'm sorry, that last sentence, we look into the science behind why football players cry. Is this satire? Like, I can't tell anymore. Like, are we living? Be like, let's break down the science. Why do men have feelings? We're gonna crack the code here. More at 11.
We have them. You just better be good at suppressing them.
Yeah, that's
where I keep my feelings. Right inside, bottled up
in the void.
Dark little genie-like thing, and they never come out.
In the void.
The way it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super healthy.
It's not science. That's just being a man.
Single tear streams down your face while you're giving a thumbs up.
Look how healthy I am. I have never cried.
Mm-hmm. I don't think, I might have to lend it to Perna, the screen pillow, because if they don't draft a quarterback, I think it's going to get problematic.
Yeah, it's tough. I mostly just want him to take a quarterback tomorrow, too, because I don't want to do a stream for the draft on day 2.
Oh.
As well. That's another thing. Like, just give me.
Do you usually stream night 1? Right? You usually do night 1?
Yeah, except last year because the Broncos didn't have a first round pick. So I was like, let's just do it day 2, which was also.
So you're just trying to do work for streaming just tomorrow and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Well, then you're playing like the guessing games. Like, are they going to actually do something day 2?
You
know.
Listen.
That's my personal interest.
Teams might be trading back. All right, Perna. Top 10. How many QBs you got going?
Top 10?
In the top 10.
4.
4? Okay.
I mean, that's what it feels like.
Birthday.
I think it's going to be a surprise if JJ McCarthy doesn't go, at pick 4, 5, or 6, depending on trade scenarios. So yeah, I think it's 4. It's Williams, it's Daniels, it's Drake May. Maybe JJ's in that mix somewhere, depending on all of the smoke that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a crazy scenario. It could be up to 5, but I doubt it.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I think it's obviously 3, and then I think there's potential for a 4th.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if like some teams let the board fall to them.
Yeah. I think I think 6 quarterbacks could be drafted in the first round total.
That's fair.
So if Penix and Knicks aren't going after the top 10, like to Broncos, Raiders, their projected spots, I feel like they're going to be taking picks between picks like, I don't know, like 20 through 32. I don't think teams are going to wait for either of those guys in the second round, Penix and Knicks.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
I like the Texans unis. I do. I thought they were pretty damn solid. There was one change. I don't remember which color it was. There was one change with the numbers, and I was like, that one looks a little odd.
Shout out NFL Fashion Advice. Great follow. If you just like sexy throwbacks and things. So here's all of them. But yeah, they got a bunch of posts with the Texans things here.
Yeah, I saw a Texans. Yeah, I don't know. That red is badass. I really like the red.
I think
the helmet's very red, but
the H is dumb. The H does not.
I don't
look
like
cool.
that. I agree.
But the blue and red combo on that H uniform.
Yes.
If they would have taken the oh yeah, here we go. The horn, and you give it just these little like highlight blue outlines too.
Yes.
For the middle one. Like that would look amazing. But yeah, these uniforms are nice, and the horn on the helmet's nice because I'm not a fan of the Texans logo. I don't think it's a good logo. So just getting rid of it, I think this is a solid upgrade.
I think you got to go with Mighty Morphin Mormon Milf Mater.
Whoa.
Let's keep with the alliteration.
Sure.
I like that. So.
Yeah, but Texans did a good job, I think.
Mm-hmm. It should work for the first time. I get like $10 from SeatGeek every now and then. That was like from like 2016. That SeatGeek was like, you want a promo code? And every now and then, like every 3 months, I'll get like $10 from SeatGeek. So it still works. I don't know. Yeah, it has to be like a new account, I think. I don't know. Sorry about that.
Yeah, give a little blue highlight on that horn, and you will be popping.
7:30 p.m. Eastern is when tomorrow's stream will start. Announcement will probably be around 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Draft starts at 8. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Dude, Caitlin Clark. Hell yeah. First sold more jerseys than all the Cowboys last year, which I just love how they singled out the Dallas Cowboys. That makes me happy. And then getting the bag from Nike. Like, dude, that's dope.
How much did she make from Nike?
I think it was how many millions of dollars? Nike deal. I want to say 78, but I could be very wrong. 28, excuse me.
28 mil?
28 mil.
Nice.
Yeah. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
If Caitlin Clark gets 28 million from Nike, we should get 3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can be her 28-3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that means we come back. We're the 3.
We win.
Oh, wow.
Just education.
I didn't expect to put myself into a win there.
That's it. Just sometimes you start a sentence and you don't know where it's going to end.
That's right. I'm Michael Scott.
Yeah. That's it. Byron Murphy, bro, I'm not going to lie. The thing that would terrify me the most if the Bears got Caleb Williams and then they got Rome at 9. That would terrify me. I'd be like, damn. That with Keenan Allen and DJ Moore.
Yeah, I don't think Rome will fall that far, but
I don't think either. But that does give me some hesitation. I'd be nervous about. I'm nervous. Cody, what a fitting! For the fitting. Name's Jack Carlson. He admitted no one touched his penis. His statement was along the lines of, when you're getting arrested, you should be able to just say things like that. That's a good headlock. I see you know judo. I don't think I've ever agreed with a statement more. When you're getting arrested, you should just be able to say things.
Yeah, you should say whatever you want.
You should say whatever you want. You're getting arrested. It's kind of like, you know what? Why not?
I think like once you turn 80, that also applies.
I mean, I think that already happens, Brandon.
Once you're 80,
already...
say whatever you want.
You know what's crazy, Brandon? Right? You've lived a good life. I'm not putting you out to pasture just yet, but you lived a good life. Can you imagine, right? Let's just say like 80, you're about to be halfway there, living on a prayer. You still got like all things you've done. You still got a whole nother half to go. That's pretty cool.
No, I don't think I'm making it to 80.
You don't think so?
My life is more than half over, my friend.
All right. So what age do you think you're going?
Don't
69?
know. Don't know.
But why? You're healthy.
Yeah, right now.
Or is the bottle going to break that has all your suppressed emotions in it?
Once Carmi is grown, I will be hitting the bottle.
Any particular reason, or you're like, I earned it?
I just want to be drunk all the time. I don't now, out of respect for my family. But once I don't know, 60, 65, once I know she's good,
But
give me
your parenting.
all of the things.
Wait a minute. What if you have a second kid?
Well, Carmi's going to have to make sure they're okay.
Communal parenting.
Say hi, Uncle Tom.
Hi, Uncle Tom.
Say hi, Uncle Tom.
Hi, Uncle Tom.
Hi.
Yeah. She's so sweet there. She's going through a little phase now. She's being very defiant. So sometimes you'll go upstairs and she'll be like, Daddy, you get out of here. And we're like, okay, that's not how we talk.
Wait. Hold on. I'm shocked. Your daughter, the spawn of your seed, being defiant? No.
Yeah, it's tricky because Jess and I are both stubborn, so it's like, okay, like 80% of the day she's cool, but we're getting some tastes of I ain't gonna do this and you ain't gonna make me.
I love how you just 80% of the time she's cool, but that 20% she's being a real ball buster.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like I saw somebody make this chart and they didn't tell you what it was, but it was an increase of getting kicked in the nuts once you have like a toddler.
Okay.
And it's something it will only be funny and only make sense if you have it, because she will just kick for no reason out of nowhere. And it is always right to the junk. Like she likes to do these things where we jump on the couch and just out of like, I don't know, jump 4, here comes a foot. And it's just like, boom.
So she's trying to remain an only child.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not sharing toys. Kidding me? Kidding me?
Does she want a younger sibling? Has that come up yet?
No. She hasn't said anything. We're not trying to say anything because we don't know yet.
That makes sense.
She's really into taking care of her dolls right now. So like,
okay. Oh, so that's a good sign, because when you hit the
She's very
bottle when you're
nurturing, yeah,
65, you're like, cool, she can take care of me.
Exactly.
Oh, that too. Do you think you're going to poop outside when you're older?
I hope so. You
just want that freedom. Just be like, I'm going out. Just open up the newspaper. Doesn't exist anymore. Dig a hole. If you do, if you decide at some point in your life to have another spawn,
sure,
how are you going to announce it to the world? And will it be via the draft?
The first pick in the NFL draft, I select my child because nobody would trade with me. We got a fresh baby. What would you trade? Ooh, Buffalo. Give me Josh Allen. I'll give you my child. Not Carmi. Future child. I've already bonded with her. New baby? I got no connection to that thing.
You know what the best part is? This isn't even the first time you've said almost that exact sentence.
Really? I would give my second born for Josh Allen?
Not for Josh Allen. No, you're just like, oh, I don't care about that kid. I don't have any connection or bond to that child.
Yeah. I got to earn my respect.
Yeah. Well, why would you do it for Josh Allen? Why wouldn't you just give up the baby to win a Super Bowl?
Josh would get us that.
Brandon, you say that, but I mean,
he would.
It's true.
He would.
I mean, also the Cardinals saying that they ain't doing diddly squat until they're on the clock, which makes all the sense in the world, because they need to sit there and be like, who's desperate enough and what are you going to give us?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, that clip that's going on, because was it Ozenfort was what's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. They show that clip that's been going around of like him making all the phone calls and stuff. I find that fascinating. Like, I love that stuff from like the draft room and things I would love more behind the scenes footage of that from like different teams, because
Sure.
that stuff is so cool to watch.
I'm sure Cardinals fans would just like their team to be good.
That would help too. Yeah, that would help. That is very true. The draft is fun. The draft is fun. Brandon, I know you're done with mock drafts. You announced on Twitter yesterday that you wish you could go back in time and eliminate the creation of mock drafts.
Yeah. I know. It's just like for these 2 weeks leading up to the draft. I've seen it all.
Ooh.
Watch the video. I really articulated that point quite eloquently.
Did you bend over and say,
No, that's a different style video right there.
That's not a balls deep video.
And
even though you
Alex
can see
Smith 100% was a draft bust. His rookie season, maybe the worst rookie QB seasons ever.
Mixed with 4 Loco? Are you trying to die?
Ooh. Alex Smith was just given the opportunity to turn it around. And maybe I even said it in there, but it was like, imagine if Zach Wilson was given the same leash as Alex Smith. Alex Smith got like 6 years. Also, Alex Smith, different offensive coordinator, first 3 seasons. In his second year, it was starting to work with Norv Turner. Then Norv Turner left for the Chargers. Then it went to shit. Then he got hurt. But he was a bust. He just turned it around.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, it is. It's muckraking. Excellent vocab word. Excellent vocab word.
Yeah.
Excellent job there. Whoa! Daniel, wait, fit it. Whoop. Yeah, see, in the hospital, ate some of my muscles. What? Good God. I'm sorry, Daniel. I hope you feel better soon.
What antibiotics did they give you?
Yeah, I mean, you would hope that they eat like fat or something, or just like they eat.
That's actually the timing of that with Alex Smith is interesting because he had flesh-eating bacteria on his leg when he was going through those surgeries. Did they give you the same shit they gave Alex Smith, Daniel? Are you in Washington? Are you in a Washington hospital right now? Get better, though, Daniel. Get better.
When I say natural family planning, many people probably wonder what in the world is that, and it was a fancy word for no contraception. You do it all off your wife's cycle and what days she's most fertile, what days she's not fertile, so therefore you can together either really try to have a child or really not.
It's true. True. Yeah,
Really
feel better,
trying.
Daniel. That's no good. That's no good. Nay.
What did
I will not
Amon-Ra
be
get
a-
extended? Is that the news?
Who is it? Oh,
Amon-Ra?
yeah. The Sun God. Yep. Got extended 4 years, more than $120 million, $77 million guaranteed. Boom.
There you go.
Sun God got paid, which again, this is why the Eagles did Devontae Smith early, because you're going to see a whole bunch of wide receivers get paid a whole lot of money.
Yeah, everybody's like trying to get their guy paid before Justin Jefferson.
I'll be streaming. Next year, I'll be at the draft. Next year. Hey, appreciate you, Diego. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go now.
Hell yeah, Diego.
Let's go.
Diego Rojas.
Let's go, baby. That's accurate. Yes. Prince is the best thing, one of the best things to ever come from Minnesota. And it almost makes up for the Vikings, but it doesn't. It doesn't.
Even Prince didn't dream of playing for the Vikings.
Yeah, that's accurate. Purple Rain was him crying at the idea of playing for the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
It's true. True. But, Perna, was there anything else that we need to talk about? Oh, the Atlanta tampering thing. So apparently that's not going to involve draft picks for this year. That's going to be not to be done this week. So that'll be something for next year. But it seems like the Falcons are definitely going to get punished, which is hysterical. Because, like, you can't, as a Falcons fan, all you could do is be like, I swear this guy better be worth it. Because you gave him a big old contract. And there was already like, ooh, okay, that's a lot of money. That would be amazing, Crispy. And then, on top of that, he literally went up in the press conference and was like, tampering. So, like, you can't even be like, no, he didn't. Because he literally admitted it.
He's like, yeah, I've been fucking with them since 2019, man. As soon as I signed with Minnesota, I actually started talking to the Falcons.
Yeah, exactly. We got that ball rolling pretty early.
We had secret meetings at Kohl's the whole time. Nobody knew.
That's it. They paid me in Kohl's cash under the table.
It seems like the NFL's doing the Falcons a little bit of a favor because it seems like this is a pretty easy thing to figure out. It seems like they're letting them do this draft so they have a good shot this year, and then they'll punish them for the next draft. I feel like it's one of those things where like Arthur Blank is a well-liked and respected owner amongst the hierarchy of owners. And he's like, I will take my punishment, guys, but let's have this happen after this draft. And everyone's like, yes, we agree.
Very solid.
We agree.
Yeah,
Now,
pretty much.
after this year, you will commit seppuku. You will play Sudoku until you want to stab your guts out. Seppuku. There it is. Dude, I've been such a good Japanese shogun. Seppuku, seppuku, seppuku. All my enemies have been vanquished because I challenged them via honor.
You would be like assassinated like immediately.
No.
I mean that with all the love in my heart.
No. I'm actually watching a Netflix thing about samurai to coincide with this. So you're getting like the actual history and then watching Shogun. It's not, and so much like Japanese histories. They're brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
I know.
Like they are crazy.
I mean, I don't know how.
We're talking about this one samurai dude who like.
That's pretty dope, Cody. Good.
As he was like building his empire and taking over regions.
Yeah.
Decided to just start chopping off the heads of the women and children in addition to the soldiers. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
not also it's definitely not a strictly Japanese history thing. Oh, buddy, if you want one day to go through like brutal history, we could go down that road.
Nope.
Oh yeah. There's some stuff out there. I will say the one thing that I was not expecting in Shogun from the first episode, the guy getting boiled alive and then like smashing his, I was like, oh, that was a lot. Didn't expect that to come out of nowhere, but okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I forget like because the names are all tricky, but the guy who's chopping off all the heads.
Yeah.
Like the guy, the other samurai leader warrior dude who was gonna maybe pose a threat to him was the guy who was boiling people. So like it was, I forget his name because they're tricky again, but it just got to that point. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's where they pulled the boiling stuff from for the show. But yeah.
There you go. No, we're doing separately, so we'll have two separate streams going on. Two separate streams.
Yeah, I'll be live with Will as we watch for the Broncos to do something. Anything.
Yeah, you going live for the very beginning, or are you just are you getting off after the Broncos? Or are you staying on all night?
We'll be on all night. If they trade up for a quarterback, we'll see. We'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, because then you might have to go do a video.
But yeah, I might just, we'll see. But I don't know if they will trade up. I think they'll more likely to trade back.
Yes, sir. Dude, Sutton, maybe.
Yeah,
That
I think
is accurate.
Sutton is there's a high chance he gets traded during the draft. He was absent from the Broncos uniform reveal rebrands. So
I did notice that.
And he's like he's been there forever.
Yeah.
And I would honestly, it's like you're gonna have Garrett Bowles, Alex Singleton, or Quinn Miners in there over Cortland Sutton. They had Pat Surtain as their front and center guy, and then they just picked up his 5th-year option.
Mm-hmm.
So if like you're looking at the optics of like who they're putting forth to the fans, Surtain staying, Sutton feels like he is a trade piece for sure.
Brenda, there's some dating advice there.
Oh yeah, you said that Monday.
I don't
Called you instead of her parents. Ooh.
I don't see any red flags.
Yeah.
It just sounds like somebody who's ready to be committed.
Yeah.
Maybe to prison, but
if I hit a pedestrian, I'm calling you as well, Isaac.
There you go. I think it's fine. Ooh. Brock Bowers? Would you hate that if you got Brock Bowers? I think the Jets are probably going to get him, but
yeah, I don't even like Dude, Brock Bowers, if you're going to take him, he better be one of the best tight ends in NFL history.
That's where he messed up, Isaac. That's where he messed up.
I don't want any other option besides quarterback in the first round. I don't give a shit how good the player is. I just don't. Give me a quarterback.
Can you imagine all summer of Stidham versus Zach Wilson versus DiNucci to see who gets the starting job? I think that would actually that would do significant harm, I think, to Perna's mental stability. And it's already hanging on by a thread.
Yeah.
Just by a thread.
Yeah.
So
show me those, show me the really good games Zach Wilson has had. And don't show me him playing well against the Chiefs and still losing. Okay? They still lost that game.
Didn't the Jets beat you?
Twice with Zach Wilson.
Yep.
The first time we played him, we beat him 26-0, which I have forgotten because it was so long ago.
Packers, I think Jacobs probably I think that there's a good chance, as long as he stays healthy, I think he has 1,000 yards rushing. I think he has 1,000 yards. Maybe 12 touchdowns, something around 10, 11. Something like that. Maybe fine. It's, again, last year, he was banged up behind a bad offensive line. They couldn't run the ball. You just got to hope that he can get back to 2022 form. Just got to hope. Cards take Marvin at 4 and trade 27 for T. Higgins.
I believe that was from Bill Barnwell.
They do need receivers, but no, I don't. I mean, trading a first for Higgins, I know it's at the end of the first. I think it's a little rich. I'd rather do a second, but that's just me.
Yeah, I think a lot of those mock trade scenarios, it's Brandon Ayuk and or T. Higgins are netting a first, and that seems high because you got to pay those guys, right? And that's why that's the only reason their teams are considering dealing them is because the cost monetarily.
I didn't realize that. Wow, so the Sun God, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's now the highest paid wide receiver.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Dude, what is Justin? So he got, 4 years, more than 120 mil, 77 mil guaranteed. Is Justin Jefferson's going to get $100 million guaranteed?
Probably.
That's going to be nuts. I think CJ Stroud will. I think it's going to be the Titans who are going to be the worst in the AFC South. I don't think it's be either of those. I think it's be Titans. Titans are going to figure it out. I think that they'll probably get Joe Alt. And then, we'll see with Levis. Kind of see. But, no, I think that the Titans, there's a good chance they finish last, I think. Their defense will be good, but their offense is a lot of question marks.
Yeah, Titans are a big question mark. Top to bottom. Just question marks.
Don't tolerate anything at 3 that you don't want to deal with 10-fold at 13. Oh.
That's a good tip.
That is a good tip. There you go.
Just does a great job with Carmi. So
it's true. Listen, staking those lightning bolts. Come on now. Come on.
We took the best part of your uniform and we stole it.
It's true.
It's an elite move, in my opinion.
I have a 7-round mock draft that's coming out today, actually, for the Green Bay Packers. And tonight is one of my favorite streams of the year. It's a night of too many mock drafts. It's the final one where we just sit around for a few hours and just make ridiculous mock drafts and have a great time. Perna, what do you got coming out? You're not doing, I think he said this on Monday, he's not doing week 4 of UFL, right?
Yeah. No week 4 UFL.
That'll be sexy.
No time this week.
Nay.
The UFL should have a bye week on draft week, honestly. Also, the UFL needs a red zone. They want to take it to another level.
Get a guard.
There's a featured game on Sunday, and then the other 3 games happen at the same time, and we get a UFL red zone type scenario. That's how you fix it. But no, I don't think I'm going to have a video coming out today. Maybe a short, but I have a big draft one, and I'm just not going to. I'm not going to be able to finish it. So
gotcha. I do. We talked about Curtis Samuel. I like that going to the Bills. You get a veteran receiver. He's really solid. They still need wide receivers though.
They'll take one in the draft.
It's not coming.
They'll be good.
Not. He got you there, Perna.
Headhunting Sean Payton. He does not have honor. I agree.
But that's why you like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, depending on what the Steelers do, I think there's a good shot. A good shot.
Are we doing clickbait tomorrow?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
I'm working. I'm trying to get things done. It's true.
Genghis Khan? Oh, I know about Genghis.
Oh, yeah.
I listened to the years ago hardcore history about the Mongolian Empire.
I haven't
Also,
listened to draft commentary since 2018. So, I mean, I like Rich Eisen. Yeah, I like Rich Eisen.
Yeah. I used to enjoy Gruden for the draft stuff.
Sure.
No,
Who's talking
I
about
think I
Trey
just
Samuel?
prefer NFL Network to ESPN. Like, I like the group collective.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's
But-
fair. Get a lot of opinions. I actually made this joke yesterday. I don't think the Eagles trade up. I think they just allow the league to gift them an amazing player again, like they do every single draft. You know, whether it's a trade, an AJ Brown, or whether, you know, it's just Jalen Carter falling to him. Don't matter.
Are they going all Georgia?
That's it. Marvin Harrison Jr. They get Arch Manning. Yeah, they just got to wait till 26. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. It's fine. Marvin Harrison Jr. can develop. It'll be good. Be good. Be great.
They trade up to 4 and they take Harrison.
All right.
But then they trade Cortland Sutton to the Steelers and select Bo Nix at 17 or whatever? Or Penix?
Yeah, you know what though? Like real quick, I think that is gonna be really entertaining to see Bill Belichick and Pat McAfee. Like I think that
That's crazy to me.
dude. I was on vacation and I was like, holy crap! Like
Yeah.
that's a huge get, and I'm very curious to see like Bill Belichick for hours. It's not just like a 45-minute interview or anything like that. Just hours. And
I
seeing
hope
how it
Bill's
goes.
just like, yeah, this guy sucks. I would have never have drafted him at that
Yeah.
position. He's got he does about these 65 things incorrectly. And to take that man at pick 12 is just stupid.
He just starts going on tirades. I like it.
Every player sucks in my eyes. If Belichick's like honest, he's like, guy sucks. Terrible. Would
Hell
not
yeah.
expect. Is he Lawrence Taylor? No, terrible.
If he's not LT, I don't want him.
Yeah.
That's it. But folks, we appreciate the heck out of you. We'll both be streaming the draft individually. Perno, of course, with Will. So you go check out both those channels. And Friday, we'll be back for GPS in the morning to recap the craziness of the first round.
Yeah, should be fun. Friday should be fun.
And plus, the announcement tomorrow.
Tom announces that he is
Tom.
Chili's exclusive.
Yo, back in the day, their honey chipotle chicken crispers, I told you, those were... Ooh. The draft days will be great. A lot of great creators out there, a lot of great options. Appreciate everyone who tuned in to this. We gonna rock. We gonna roll. We already talked about it. Highest paid wide receiver in the league. And folks, appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And reach your destination.
I have too many mocks tonight.